Hey everybody! Welcome to Dog Oracle. Today, we're going to go over how to socialize your puppy, the top 15 tips. Make sure to watch until number 1 because it's such a life-changing and winning tip for you and your little one. Before we get into the video, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified when we release more dog videos like this one. Who doesn't feel the excitement and amazement of bringing home a new puppy? The idea alone is enough to get you all pumped up, and the anticipation peaks when you reach day 1. But that's just the beginning. Not all puppies are born with a kind and calm temperament or cuddly personality like we see on TV shows or cartoons. Puppies come in all sorts of sizes, shapes, moods, shyness, and energy levels. While some form of training may have been started by the breeder, most puppies will arrive like a tabula rasa, a blank slate. It's important that you, as a new owner, introduce puppy manners through socialization to nurture your pet's social skills, confidence, and amiable interaction with other dogs and humans. Socialization is also immersing your pet in any environment so that he can be a responsible, understanding, and happy canine citizen of your abode. Your verbal and experiential influence are the foundation of your puppy's social life and growth, and a key to a behaved house pet. We've rounded up the top 15 tips that can help you shine your guiding bone to make your puppies outstanding citizens of the pet world. But before we get started, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to put out more great dog videos like this one. Starting with number 15. Start the bond on day 1. Bonds you make with your dog will last a dog lifetime, so spare no moment and get working on making pleasant memories early on. The time you get your new puppy is what's considered the crucial months. That's about 3 to 8 months, and boy, that's a lot in dog years. Everything a puppy sees, hears, feels, smells, and touches will form part of his traits or personality. Even the trip to your home is already a start. Make sure that the puppy gets a warm welcome into the new home, whether a bed, a crate, or just near the couch with some toys. Establish the connection and trust because you will be the leader of his new pack, and he will look up to you for support, love, and of course, food. They're absorbing everything, even as you watch this. Chop chop! Tip number 14. Get your dog vaccinated early for your peace of mind. Why delay your pup's full immunity when you can complete this as early as 6 or 7 weeks of age? Many pet owners wait until their puppy is fully vaccinated before getting them out into the real world as a precaution against viruses and rabies. However, that's a lot of months cooped in isolation already, not a very pleasant experience. In the first 3 months of a puppy's life, he's seen, heard, or experienced inadvertently or perhaps accidentally other dogs, people, and even strange weather. Getting vaccinated early on means that he's already partially protected from inevitable circumstances and interactions, and that would also give you the peace of mind as a protector. Don't use vaccination as an excuse to delay. Instead, make use of precious time in your confined or controlled environment. Conduct mental games and classical conditioning to get your dog to perform the correct behavior. Learn basic commands, like come and recall his name. Tip number 13. Meet the vet, the relatives, and the neighborhood. Here are the people in your neighborhood. Looks like this song is also suitable for dogs. In short, the more exposure to people, the better. Don't be afraid to show different kinds of people. The mailman, the delivery guy, your grandma, or even just the neighbor. Consider a baby crying or Sunday joggers a blessing. It's part of socialization for your puppy to learn that there are many other kinds of people aside from you and your family. And they also come in different shapes, sizes, and hair colors. Some wear hats, while others may wear masks. Another important thing to recognize at this stage is that there are kids, and they do have the tendency to appear the most excited to meet the new pup. All these can be considered as preparations for the person in the white coat. That's right, the veterinarian and his tools and bottles will certainly be an alien place for the little guy. If he's not yet prepared, you can also do an introductory or getting to know you session with the dog. Tip number 12. Keep the treats coming. The very essence of classical conditioning is giving food, reward, or playtime for achieving good behavior. That will also be the baseline for keeping the socializing skills coming. Good deeds and excellent behavior deserve a star, so always keep a treat handy in your pocket, a Ziploc bag, or by keeping jars around the house. Just chilling with other pets or keeping calm amid passerbys deserves a quick treat to make the experience matter. Tip number 11. Count your steps. Time to take your daily walk seriously with your buddy in tow. It's a great workout for you and to release the stored energy of your pooch. Even puppies need their daily exercise, and what better way than to spend it with you? Elevate the experience with a walk on the street or a nearby playground. Sightseeing and walking with the right amount of positive nudge and the occasional rewards make the perfect combo. Top tip for beginners. Start with a safe place with a reasonable number of amiable people, adults without pets, for an easier adjustment period. Tip number 10. Take a drive. Strange places, construction sounds, and honking cars, all in one drive. Stress and fear are expected aside from a myriad of other emotions. Let the pup take them in, and it's your turn to steer these into happy encounters. Complete the adventure by associating these good times in games. Take them in occasional rides so that they get used to the traffic and cars and be more confident in these chaotic scenarios. A behaved dog would be a godsend for long trips. Tip number 9. Time to go public. Take the adventure to the next level. Parks, malls, restaurants, or even the beach. On a leash or just carrying your pup, give him the time to savor the environment and take in the sights. Dish out the happy talk and be a role model by being a congenial lead. Get other people to wave or pat your puppy. Engage friendlies to give short commands and reward with a treat. On another time, show him water fountains, dancing lights, concerts at the park, kids playing bubbles, and don't forget the escalator. Change fear and hesitation into a confident stride with your go-to attitude and voice. Tip number 8. Stranger danger. Faced with unpredictable or uncontrollable stimuli? Try protected socialization, which means working on your classical conditioning, but slightly away from the places or people that work outside of your experiment. Strangers have a nagging habit of asking your puppy's name, or a park may suddenly hold a public launch, complete with fireworks. Take advantage of these new sights and sounds, but keep a friendly distance to keep your pooch still working in a safe place. Top tip: avoid dog parks if your pup is not yet up to the wild challenge. Tip number 7. Go to school. That's right, enroll in puppy classes that are off-leash and lots of fun. Supervised by training instructors who know their stuff, your puppy learns functional, obedience, and social skills. If you want your puppy to be prim and proper, you're in the right spot. It's a safe space that thrives on positive reinforcement, and you can learn a thing or two from the classes. As a bonus, your puppy also gets to interact with other puppies and people, so it's a win-win for everyone. Tip number 6. Meet other pups and other dogs. Biting may be a puppy issue that should be addressed by interacting more with fellow puppies. Playing and enjoying carefree games make them more aware of social skills and right behavior. Getting other puppies hurt is another way to teach them that yes, biting is just bad, but playing is just puppy delight. Get a more confident and well-behaved puppy when regularly dealing with other puppies. Older dogs, for that matter, show more understanding and patience. The little one also stands to learn constraint and, well, manners. After all, where else do we learn canine respect? Tip number 5. Party time. Can't decide between having a dog party or a play date? Why not have both? If there's anything to get your dog in the mood, it's a soiree for canine friends. What makes it more awesome is that there's much more food and lively company. It's a merrier experience altogether, and no one's expecting him to sit or obey. This makes it easier for young and old dogs to interact seamlessly in the spirit of the party. The more parties you have, the more familiar these dogs get with their secondary pack. There's something for them to look forward to. Tip number 4. Positivity counts. New experiences should always be positive, cool, and just awesome for the puppy. If you found it entertaining, pass on that feeling. Introducing fear, doubt, or even hesitation back to the doggy system will just pull you back a day or week's worth of training. As the owner, keep in mind to always thrive in positivity and the thrill of everything new. You need to get your puppy to equate new to amazing and great. That's one way to make them receptive of new environments, textures, and things, and make a habit out of it. Tip number 3. Challenge them more. If your puppy gets social quite quickly, good for you. That calls for more challenge, or let's say, leveling up. We're not asking him to learn to play the guitar, we're just giving him more mental challenges or games to complete. There are more social skills to unravel that will ultimately benefit you. Now you can consider dog parks, food trucks, or even traveling in an airplane or boat. Motorcycle rides and swimming are also part of the list, and we're talking about the dog's experiences. Having a baby and entrusting the dog around it takes quite a responsibility trait, and so is leaving the dog outside the store and finding him waiting happily for you. You know the drill, with every challenge comes a wonderful treat. Tip number 2. Recognize your puppy's uniqueness. Not all dogs are created equal, so don't expect a one-size-fits-all kind of approach that works 100% successfully. Tip number 15 talked about bonding with your puppy, so in time, you should get to know him a lot. It would be crazy not to. Curate the experience and practice based on strength and, more importantly, his weaknesses. If your puppy's lacking in confidence, don't throw him right away in a den of mishmash dog breeds that don't look especially social to begin with. Immerse your puppy with your friend's older dogs or get him to the puppy class ASAP. There are slow learners, shy puppies, angry biters, and the class clowns. Learn which one your puppy is and work on that trait. Now comes the part you've been waiting for, and let's not waste any more seconds pondering if your puppy's a class clown or not. Here comes the numero uno. Tip number 1. Never stop teaching. A sound and solid foundation in the earlier months makes it easier to correct issues as the dog grows up. By then, the dog just gets it. The socialization you started to impart on him when he was 4 or 5 months old, it's still there. But like humans, dogs may also slip on the cracks sometimes. For the human, a dog reaching adulthood is no excuse to stop socializing or forgetting tips 1 to 14. It's a road that goes on endlessly, and one pit stop to isolating a dog or giving mixed signals on his good behavior will just make things go awry. If you continue with a social mindset and positive reinforcement, it's easier to get him back on the right path and stay there. Remember, when we get our puppies, they're like a sponge that just soaks in everything and everyone. That sponge might age, but it's still got everything intact and continues to be receptive. Just remember to keep filling it in with happy and positive thoughts and words, more challenges, and unending excitement. That's your task as a responsible leader of the pack. We all love our puppies and want them to grow healthy, well-behaved, and happy. That doesn't even need to be a tip because it's a dog owner fact. Our desire to keep our paw buddies feeling positive all the time is probably everyone's sentiment. Remember that time is of the essence for dog years, so waste no minute and start them early and make this a constant part of your routine. Learning and loving should never stop. In the description below this video, there will be some free dog training downloads to help you on your journey to training your perfect dog companion. Also, check out these next videos on top 15 obedience training tips as well as 14 must-know commands to teach your dog. Thanks for watching!